Just a quick intro. My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I document my journey towards debt freedom in hopes to build wealth, retire early, or become work independent as a married woman paying debt alone. If you're new here, thank you so very much for clicking on this video. And if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back. If you're new and you're a viewer, but not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Here to this channel, I share all things debt, budgeting, building wealth, and hopefully early retirement. And I would love for you to join this channel so that I can at least get to 1K subscribers, period. I just wanted to come and give a quick recap about the houses that we looked at. So the first house was an absolute no. The reason I initially, because I don't believe in wasting people's time, but the reason I initially reached out to the realtor to look at that house is because I knew it was it was a multi-family home, but I thought that it was connected, if that makes sense. But there is no connection between the downstairs home and the upstairs home. So I thought that although it was a multi-family home, it could be like connected, a wall could be knocked out or whatever, and I could make it a home that could accommodate my family, which needs to basically be a 4-bedroom home. I am bringing you guys along and we're going to tour this home. So hello, so here we are arriving to house number 2, and what she is explaining is that because this home is in the historical district of the city that we live in, we would be responsible for restoring the front of the home back to its original look, basically. And there is some grant assistance for historical homes. I think it's up to $15,000 once you purchase the home, and it is specifically for restoring historical homes and values. Then you see a ramp, and it looks like an entrance to the back of the home. As we go around the porch, it's a huge front porch, and it looks like it has an address stamp on the door. So I was wondering if it used to be a business, but the realtor assured us that it was a home. And you guys, I was completely in love with this home, like in love. So we enter through the side entrance, and it's really hard to tell what is what in this home. So it looks like this may have been a living room space that looks like a laundry closet or some type of pantry, but it's far off. And then this looks like it could have been room number 1 or an office or a study. It doesn't actually have a closet in the room. It does have that fireplace. And she wasn't quite sure what the room could have been, but you know, once you purchase the home, you could have used it for whatever you want to. And then at that point, I was questioning if those cracks in the wall were structural damage, and she didn't know. So this looks like they tried to make it a pantry closet. I didn't spend a lot of time there. This was room number 2. It also did not have a closet, and so my husband actually thought that maybe this could have been like a library or an office. It didn't have a closet. So, but I am in love with like the Victorian and historical homes. I have always wanted one of those. This is a bathroom. And the thing about this home is it did need a lot of work, but somebody had already purchased the home and had put 2 rental properties upstairs, which I will walk you into. So this is an empty space. It probably could be used as a dining room / laundry room to the left. And then we walk into the kitchen. Not sure how the leaves got in the kitchen, but it was at that point that my husband kind of got discouraged or was over it, because he was under the impression that it was like some ceiling damage. But the realtor did let us know that it was water damage because the house did catch, the kitchen caught on fire. And so you will see that the person who owned the house had started upgrading the kitchen, and those were actually black slate countertops, and those were new cabinets. And so I wasn't, in love with the kitchen because it's dark and I like a bright, airy light kitchen. But again, that was all cosmetic stuff that could have been changed with some paint or some upgrades. So then you see me go to the other side of the home. This is another full bathroom. It looks like, I think we came to the conclusion that this was probably the master bedroom because that bathroom is attached to this bedroom. These are the ceilings that the design in the ceiling. And then I believe I'm dizzy myself just doing that. So this is the closet that I'm walking through into the bathroom that is also shared into the hallway. So, I mean, it looks like my husband was kind of discouraged, like I said, at this point because of what he thought was probably ceiling damage. But she again told us that the home had caught on fire and she thought it was water damage from where they came to put out the fire. So we're on the other side of the home, and this looks like it could have been like a dining room, a formal dining room or living room, or I don't know. There was a bunch of empty space in this home that if we had done a complete renovation, it would have been enough space to make the home functional for what we needed, which was 4 bedrooms, 2.5 or 3 baths. So you'll see that now we kind of did like a half moon 180 circle around the home, and that is the front entrance. But the person who owned the home put 2 separate apartments, and the tenants of the apartments would enter through that front door that is behind us. So we'll go up apartment number 1, and he did most of that work. The stairs looked incredible. I think he just got overwhelmed or maybe ran out of money and was just ready to sell it. So this is apartment number 1. I believe it was 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It was very historical. It still has some of its, historical features. This is the kitchen, or what would probably be the kitchen, with, the cast iron sink. And then there is an exit to a fire door down to the porch. This looks like that's the pantry. And then this is the bathroom, and this would be 1 bedroom. I think this is the only bedroom though, honestly. So, oh no, okay, 2 bedrooms. So I'm sorry, I don't quite remember. But then there's also, they also have access to the attic, and it looks like the attic could be turned into additional space. So there's also a balcony like porch. I guess this could potentially rent as a studio apartment. This is me trying to get out there, but then they're like, no, don't go out there because you could fall through. But I was insisting that I go out, but it wasn't successful because the door kept getting stuck on the floor, which was a little unlevel. But so this is the attic here. And then again, like, this is either a bedroom or like a living space. And then there was that damage as well. So I was loving the windows. I was loving the view. This is downtown where we live. It's considered the more upscale part of downtown. But 2 blocks down from that, what is going to be where they're bringing the new YMCA. And because the college that is in our town just got a football, they're putting a lot of restoration into downtown. It's becoming very touristy and college like life or nightlife vibe. And so this would have been a great Airbnb. I apologize for getting his butt all in the camera, but we're just basically looking at the attic. And I mean, there was so much potential for this attic. It could potentially be a, 3-bedroom apartment if we filled in, or maybe 2-bedroom apartment if we put both of the bedrooms upstairs and then gave them the lower part of the upstairs apartment as living space. So, but the windows, the huge windows and all of the sunlight, I was in love with this property. He wasn't so much in love with it, but he wasn't all the way out. So I think we're heading back downstairs to go into the other apartment. This is again, I think that's still I'm back in the kitchen, or what would be a kitchenette or kitchen area. And we head back down and onto the other side. So, I'm just looking at all the work, it basically just needs to be painted. The person put a lot of effort into the home, and like I said, it is on the market for $52,000. And while we were walking in between apartments, the realtor felt like only about $70,000 would have needed to get gone into the whole house. My husband didn't quite think that was an accurate estimate, but just to make the apartments livable, to get rented out, and to move our family into the home, $70,000 is what she said. So he did a little more work in this kitchen. This is the kitchen window view, leads out to the back porch, and there is a door and some steps here as well. I'm not sure why I'm so fascinated with the view, but there's the door. This he put in like a little kitchenette area. This just one bathroom, and it is a full bathroom. It had like the claw tub, which I adore. This potentially, I guess, would be a bedroom. Here I am looking out at the view again because I am just fascinated with it. Not sure why. Oh, I think I was fascinated by the steps or something. But this is one bedroom, and I think it is only one bedroom. This would be like a living space or like a living room, office, or a second bedroom. I don't know. However they decided. I don't know the person's vision for this room and how he constructed this space, but it does have a closet. So maybe like one bedroom, studio, and office. I don't know. But I would have made it work. And because the area is up and coming, the realtor was saying like we could potentially get like $1,000 for rent in that space, and maybe $1,200 for rent in the other space if we did not put any more revisions into the home. So we head back down, and as you can see as I head down the steps, this door is the door that comes into the front of the home. This is the front door. And so that kind of, I did not like that because potentially we would have to block off the front entrance of our home so that the tenants could have that private entrance. And I did not like that. But I really liked this home, and I felt like it had a lot of potential. And because, they were putting in a new Y, and the, downtown is literally 2 blocks. I feel like if we lived in this home and flipped it by the time we were ready to sell and completely debt free, this home probably could have gone back on the market for maybe 3 or 4 times what we put into it. So if we bought it for $52,000 and then put $50,000 to $60,000 worth of repairs in the home, It could have potentially sold for 300, 400, maybe even $500,000 by the time in 4 or 5 years, as the town we live in continues to restore downtown. So I was ready to put in an offer that day, but my husband was very hesitant. We were actually walking back through the house to see if there was an entrance to a basement, because this home has had five offers put in it, or five offers made, but the last person actually lost his due diligence money because he went back in and he said he saw water in the basement, but we couldn't find access to the basement. And even after hearing that, I was not discouraged about buying this home. So that is that. So here you see us exiting the home. I am taking like a final glance at the front porch, which I love. I am loving the neighborhood. I'm loving the home. I'm loving the potential and the vision, the end vision that I see for us, and like I said, the potential for us to be able to accomplish our goals and live the life that we often dream about and talk about, of being debt free and work independent. And I feel like making this transition could definitely get us there, whether we sold our home or moved into that home and kept our primary home and let somebody live in that, because we could also potentially rent our home for about $16,000 to $2,000 just because of it's in a prime location. So there is definitely a plethora of possibilities to get us to the goal and the end goal that we would like to accomplish. So this is us just looking. I wanted to make sure there was ample backyard room for my son, my baby boy, and my dog to play, and it looks like there is, even if we provided parking spaces for the tenants. So my husband, I'm 100% in. My husband is maybe 75% in, so it's definitely going to be more convincing and just reassuring him that this would be a team project. If you have ever done anything like this on your journey, or considered doing something like this on your journey, share that experience down below and your thoughts behind it or against it. I would definitely love to hear how you guys came to a definite decision to purchase additional property, or downsize, or even sell your property. So thank you so very much for watching. To see exactly where this journey ended, you would have to watch part 3. Thank you so very much for watching. Do remember that the debt-free journey is indeed a journey, not a destination. Bye.